Hello, guys, and welcome back to the United Embassy. I'm Harry, and Struan is not here. It's just a quick little recording, and he's busy this morning. So it's a little bit of a review of the Leeds win for Manchester United yesterday. So 5-1 win at Old Trafford. I mean, what a game it was. I didn't expect the game to turn out that way. I don't think anyone really did. I think everyone expected a high-scoring, chaotic game, but I thought it was going to be a lot closer. Leeds are always a tough opponent, and especially the first game of the season, I personally thought they would run out with some amazing fitness levels and completely run us off the park, but would probably win on quality. It turned out we matched them at every single fitness rate. I couldn't believe it. I generally thought we had a bad pre-season, but clearly fitness has been done behind the scenes. But it was a 5-1 win, and a very convincing one with players missing as well. I mean, Sancho and obviously wasn't necessarily fit. Varane wasn't announced before the game, but we'll move on to that just in a minute. Rashford's out, Cavani's out, Bailly's out. There's a few players that were missing, and we did well. We did very well to see the game out, and especially win in such a convincing manner. Regarding the Varane announcement, I mean, is there a better way to announce a player? It was much more than anyone expected. I mean, I was shocked when I read on Twitter that they announced Varane 10 minutes before kickoff, but I didn't know why. I didn't have the game loaded up. I loaded the game and I see him on the pitch, and it was honestly a great moment. So I'm just trying not to sneeze. It was a great moment, and it was better than any media presentation. Or if you think back to Pogba and Lukaku's announcement video, that was probably the best announcement I could think of recently. And I'd say that arguably, probably this Varane announcement might top it. It was on the pitch in a full Old Trafford for the first time for 2 years, nearly since COVID, pretty much, and it was a great moment. It definitely got the crowd going for the entire game. Crowd was mental. I could have been there, as I said in the previous video. If you haven't checked out the preview already, it's already out. You might want to check it out. It just has it doesn't just express our opinions on the Leeds game that was coming up. It also expresses our opinions about certain players. You might want to check that out. That was with me and Struan, and he should be back for a preview for the next game. But the full stadium was really nice to see, especially for Varane. I mean, he got a hug from Rio at the end, who's his idol, so could he be happier? Probably not. Number 19, pretty dead, because Phil Jones took number 4. But we'll forgive him. But talking about Varane, one of the players that really surprised me in terms of his levels didn't drop off at all was Victor Lindelof. I thought his levels would drop off a little bit, given the fact that Varane's been announced, and it could have quite easily gone a little bit sour for him with his knowledge that his playtime was going to decrease. But he continued on what he did last year. He just built on it and had a solid game against a tough team, and that is all we can really ask for Victor Lindelof. I mean, I think when we signed him, he was good. He was good with what we expected. Good. We expected a good player, but he never turned out. We never think he was going to win the league with Victor Lindelof. I personally didn't, and to this day I still don't. And I think that is going to be a thing that we expect from him now, that he's going to be a really good backup, and that's a good option. That's a good option to have. Talking about really good players for the game, Bruno and Pogba clearly take the medals. I'd say Pogba takes silver, Bruno takes gold when it comes to player of the match, because Bruno got a hat-trick. A hat-trick will always come above assists, let's be honest, and Pogba got 4 assists. That is insane. He's already topped over his season. Last year we had three assists in tie of the 2021 season. He's got 4. It's been 1 game. So the guy's not too bad at football. And Bruno, let's be honest, he's just a pen merchant. You know, he scores some wonderful goals. The third goal, debated offside, and the Premier League apparently did an official communication saying that would have classed as offside last year, but the new VAR thick lines mean that it is now onside. We're just a VAR team, lads. With Archester, it's just what it is. Just accept it. We've got referee. We pay the referees. That's how it works. But no, Bruno was absolutely outrageous the game. Pogba was also outrageous the game. And Pogba in that free role, which we spoke about in the preview, as I said, if you haven't watched it, check it out already. But Pogba in that free role was absolutely brilliant. He may have not influenced the game in terms of pass to pass like he usually would if you play in the deeper role, but is there any reason when his creative freedom is like that the guy's a different breed. He started out on the left, but he came in the middle. He dropped into that like left midfielder role a lot. He came onto the right at times. Came into sort of like drop a little bit deeper, collect the ball, phase out play. He was absolutely brilliant at it, and he's still playing well. He's got less than a year left on his contract now, and let's be honest, a lot of players can drop off in the last year of his contract, and especially with all the controversy around it at PSG. Will he go Juventus? Will he stay at United? And it's been made very clear by a lot of his agent and everyone that he still respects Manchester United, he still respects Ole, and I think that was evident yesterday. I think he could have easily thrown the toys out the pram, but he hasn't. He's played well. He's got his head down. He's won us a game, pretty much. Take away his 4 assists, we draw 1-1, and you got to give him credit. The fact that he's put his head down, and let's be honest, Pogba does get a lot of stick, and some of that good, some of that bad for bad reasons. Sorry, but he played well, and I was very surprised by his performance on the left. I mean, Struan said that he should play on the left. I said that give him that freedom role, and I think it was like a hybrid of the both. He got a freedom role side on the left, and it was a good well drawn out plan from Ole that sort us out the game, and we won 5-1. It was comfortable, and I don't think we would have without him. Yeah, talking about players that didn't get enough recognition for the game they played yesterday is probably Mason Greenwood. The guy was he was so good for a 19-year-old that I forget sometimes think he's approaching 20, he's 21, and you would think so if you think this guy's played two years now of professional football at the age of 19. It's honestly scary to think what he can do. Obviously he's been playing on the right, but he played down the centre in that free role again where he was interchanging with Daniel James and Pogba and Bruno. There was points in the game where he went to the right, James was on the left, Pogba's in that like attacking number 10 role, and Bruno has gone up front as a secondary striker, play like he's a false 9. So it was really pulling apart this Leeds defence, and it was because of the freedom roles they all had. They all had this like rotating role. They could pretty much transition across anywhere across that front four. And Greenwood has a part to play. I mean, if you think back to the first 20 minutes, not even that, he slots through Pogba with the most. He nutmegs the defender and just plays through Pogba. Pogba should have scored, let's be honest, but Greenwood's like creative ability then was clearly on show, and he had some really good moments. He looked very, very sharp. McTominay and Fred deserve a lot of credit as well. This game suited them. Their energetic style of covering the pitch, pressing for defensive actions is brilliant. Let's be honest, it suited them to a T. I mean, it's Leeds, isn't it? We said this in the preview. We expected them to play, and they did, and they played well. Quite a lot of passes, progressed the ball forward a lot. McTominay really impressed me. Fred actually got a goal. I couldn't believe it. I mean, is that his third in the United kit or second? It's not many. So, yeah, it was an all-round solid performance in the midfield, and they definitely provided a base for everyone to go forward. I mean, Shaw kept on attacking down the left, and Wan-Bissaka also contributed somewhat. Not as much as Luke Shaw, because he doesn't attack as much as Luke Shaw, well, as successfully, but Luke Shaw, again, impressed me. But thinking about substitutions, Jadon Sancho got his debut. It was a really nice moment, again, in front of a full Old Trafford, and I think that's what I'm most excited about from the game, if I think about it. Sancho has now made his debut, and if I think the opportunities that Daniel James had, especially, I think there was one in the first half, where he decided to cut back the ball, decided to take on the shot, and he really should have took on the shot. It was a great opportunity to score, and I think if Sancho's there and he does that, he scores. So overall, the game, I mean, we can't be anything other than happy as a Manchester United fan. A 5-1 win against historical rivals. We have Varane being announced, Sancho having his debut, a full stadium, a Greenwood goal, Pogba 4 assists, Bruno hat-trick, and we performed the best out of anyone in the Premier League in the first game of the season. Luke Ayling's absolute belter of a goal took away our clean sheet, but other than that, I think it would have been a convincing win with a clean sheet on the first game of the season, and hopefully I get to go down to the stadium at some point and actually enjoy what Manchester United can bring to the table this season. I think it's a big statement to the rest of the teams, and it almost seems that we have a bit of endeavour in us this season. It feels like we believe, and that's nice, and it's a nice feeling because I haven't experienced it as a United fan for genuine years. So yeah. Anyway, probably next video will be a preview for the next game. And then, yeah, that'll probably just be me and Struan. So have a good week, guys, and I'll see you then.